What's going on, guys? Chase and Jerry, ChaseWins.com, Venture Sports Consulting. Happy New Year, everyone. And we are back for another video. This one, we're going to do a free play for everyone, talk about the specials that we've got going on for not just the new year, but this weekend and what we're doing to kick off 2021. Some of the stuff, obviously, we went over in yesterday's video, but this is just kind of condensing everything into one, letting you know everything that we have on the site. That way there's no confusion, how you get your discounts, how you can take advantage of the specials, things that are coming up in the next couple of weeks that are not being released yet, obviously because stuff hasn't started, stuff that you can buy for the future and save a bunch of money on. And then we're also going to get you on a free NFL play for Sunday. We're giving this out early just in case the line were to change, because right now we're getting tremendous value on a very, very, very live dog, in our opinion. Something that we think not only could you take the points with, something that you could also place a money line wager with and start Sunday off with a ton of profit in the early games. So without further ado, Jerry, what's going on?
What's going on? Happy New Year, Chase.
You as well, my friend. How's everything going out west?
Good. Just to give you an update, we ended the December premium plays at 70%. So that was a great profit for our clients.
Absolutely. And that's soccer you're talking, correct?
Soccer, correct. Premium
awesome.
Plays, which included a game of the week and a game of the month. So very profitable.
We have right now, we have one premium play that's going on. Just started, 45 minutes ago?
Correct.
So that's going on now. And what I told people in yesterday's video, in case they haven't seen that one, you obviously are the soccer guru, you are the soccer king, but out of soccer, your top league is the Mexican Premier League. That Correct. Is your bread and butter is when it comes to, if you could just have one league that you focused on, that is your league.
That is it. Liga MX, or the Mexican Premier League, getting ready to kick off here January 8th. So we have the package available on the site.
Yep.
That is the bread and butter, meat and potatoes.
So for those who don't know, they can get, like we told everybody a couple of weeks ago, you are going to be able to buy these seasons per these leagues separately. So you'll be able to buy Mexican Premier League as a season and get every premium and daily top play you have in the Mexican Premier League for, the regular season, the playoffs, everything. But then if you want to get everything, every single league that you're doing, any soccer play you give out, premium or daily top play, you can buy the 1-year soccer pass. So there's two options there. Right now, you can get the Mexican Premier League full season for $4.99, or the 1 year, which gives you not only the Mexican Premier League, but every other league that you participate in for $7.99. So that's obviously the best bang for your buck to get the 1 year, because you get everything. But if you want, if a customer wants to just focus on one league, hammer one league and let that be their focus, this is the one they need to go for.
Correct. Definitely. The most profitable.
And the way that I worded it, just to give some people some context that may not be familiar with wagering on soccer and are just now getting used to it, is for you, the Mexican Premier League is like the MLB for me. That's your MLB.
Yes, that's my baby.
That right there, people, for $499, you can't beat it. But the better value is this weekend for New Year's, we have a 50% off coupon code. So you can go in and get the Mexican Premier League season, or you can get the full 1-year soccer pass for 50% off that price. So you can get the Mexican Premier League for $250, or you can go out there and for $400 get the full soccer year and get every league just by using the coupon code 2021. It's all numerical, 2021. You can do that, and it also works for everything that we have at the site. And what I'm going to do real quick is just give a rundown of every package that we have, the price on it. And so, guys, the prices that I'm telling you, take 50% off of that, and that's what you can get this weekend. So what the prices that I name, you can get it for half that as long as you make the purchase before midnight Eastern time on Sunday night, the 3rd. So let's do that real quick just to give
Sure.
some people some idea of what we have going on. So obviously our smaller stuff for people just wanting to try us for the first time, or some of the smaller investors that that don't do it full time, that like to do it on the weekend, something like that. We have a 3-day consulting pass, which is $50. That gives you every premium and daily top play for 3 days. All sports, anything we release. So obviously you can get it for 25 bucks. We have a 7-day consulting pass. It's $99. The same, terms as the 3-day. Obviously it's just for a week. Same thing. We have a 1-month consulting pass. That's $349. And then we have a 1-month all access, which is $499. But what you get with that versus the normal month is you get any games of the week, month, year that you wouldn't get with a normal pass. Those games are always separate purchases unless you're an all access member. So getting that 30-day all access, spending the little bit of extra money, there's nothing you won't get that you have to be upsold for. We have the 1-year all access pass, which is $4,000 for the year. That gives you absolutely everything that we release, no matter the sport, no matter how highly rated it is. For this weekend, you could get it for $2,000. Getting into the seasons that we have available right now, NCAA basketball, NBA, you can do a combo pass between the both of them where you could actually get both seasons for $1,000. So you cut that in half. The NHL season is now released. It starts on the 13th of January. So just under 2 weeks, we are back into hockey. You can get it for half price. The triple header season pass, which gives you NBA, NCAA basketball, and NHL through March Madness, through playoffs, through Stanley Cup Finals, through everything. $1,500 for the triple header. You can cut that in half as well. And what people have been asking for, obviously, since the season ended, everybody wants to know when we're going to do the early bird specials for MLB. Usually MLB's $2,000 for the season. Right now it's on the site for $9.99. You can cut that in half if you want to buy it this weekend. And obviously, like we were talking, your Liga MX, Mexican Premier League season, and your 1-year soccer pass, both are on the site that you can get for half price. So guys, use that coupon code when you go to the website and you see a posted price for a package. Know that you can get half off that posted price. All you do, you pick the package, you put your information in. When you go to the checkout page where you would enter your credit card information, there'd be a section that says coupon code. Enter the number 2021, and it applies a 50% discount right then and right there. And that's all you have to do. But now that coupon code does expire midnight Eastern time on Sunday night, and we can't extend it. We can't carry it on. When it expires, it expires. So even if you're on a package right now for a week or a month or whatever, and you want to take advantage of the discount, you can go buy another one, use the discount, and it will start when your current one expires. So it's not like you can't use it if you're already on something. So keep that in mind. Anything that you want to go over in particular before we do a kind of a recap of what we did in the NFL last week and get into a free play?
Chase, I do want to emphasize to all our clients, especially in soccer, please make sure you're shopping for your lines. I'm like, I have clients reaching out, hey, I don't have that play available, or that play is, at a -70, -60. We need to shop for value, shop for lines. So I would recommend multiple books.
Yes.
I'm like, that's where you will find value.
Yeah. And what people need to realize here is with Jerry and myself, the books that we primarily use, now we have accounts with just about everybody. We have offshore accounts. We have accounts in Vegas. What we primarily use is William Hill or the Circa Sportsbook. That's what we use. That's who usually offers the best of the best when it comes to value and lines. But listen, even if we're looking at William Hill or Circa in any sport, soccer included, don't think that we don't shop for, on Bovada and MyBookie and Bet365. We shop everywhere because if there is a better line out there, why not get more value? It doesn't make the game, it's not like it's going to make us want to wager heavier on the game. When we make the decision that what we're going to put out based on if it meets the criteria, it is what it is. But if you can get a more valuable line, something where if you get more points if you're taking an underdog, or a higher money line if you're taking an underdog, it's free money that you're leaving on the table potentially by not taking the best line out there. So that's a good point. Always, always shop your lines. If you're only using one sports book and that's the one you've used forever, go open up another account somewhere just to, be able to compare lines, compare odds, and know that you're getting the best value every time you place a wager.
And Chase, let me just add to that. During during a soccer game, we have straight game props. We have game lines. In addition to those, soccer also has Asian handicap. We need to be very careful with the Asian handicap. And I'll go into more in depth on future videos in regards to what that means. But we need to look at lines.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, guys, make sure you do that. And if you ever have any questions on stuff like that, don't be scared to reach out to us via email or social media or something. And as soon as we can, we may not be able to get back to you in the first 20 minutes, but we will get back to you. And, if you have questions and you're not 100% sure of something, don't assume something. Reach out. Let us help you. That's what we're here for. So,
and if the line is not identical to the play that we gave out, hold off.
Absolutely. All right. You ready for a quick recap?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Cool. So last weekend, obviously, since we're doing the NFL, let's do a recap of what we did last Sunday. That was the last time we released any NFL plays. We had a big card in NFL last weekend. Let's see. We had 5 plays total, all premium plays. Started out, the only game that we lost there was we had the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs over 52.5 points. First half was a complete disaster on both sides of the ball. Both teams could not generate offense. Patrick Mahomes was playing very poorly. His offensive line was just not protecting him at all. So both sides of the ball, both very talented offenses, could not generate anything. Second half, they did what we expected them to do. Had they done that in the first half also, I think that would have been an easy over. But nevertheless, that was the one game that we lost. Then we had the Pittsburgh Steelers, Indianapolis Colts. We took the Steelers +1 as a dog. They outright won the game with ease. Then we had the Rams and the Seahawks. We took the Seahawks on the money line. They were a very small favorite, minus $1.15. They also took care of business. We had the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. We took the Cowboys +3.5. A lot of people that were on our plays did not like that play whatsoever. We got a lot of emails saying they didn't like it, that, even somebody like me who has been the biggest advocate in the world for telling people that Carson Wentz does not need to be on the field and that he was just a flash in the pan a couple of years ago and that he's just not going to survive in the league, and that I really, really, truly believe that they had their franchise quarterback waiting in the wings, and he comes in, he starts doing well. He starts generating offense, doing things that Carson can't do. So everybody was like, you're going against your own like the way you've been looking at the Eagles, the way you've been looking at now that Carson's benched and actually having some offense generated. Now you're going against it for the Cowboys. It was just one of those spots where I didn't believe the Eagles would be able to handle it in that rivalry situation. Cowboys, obviously, with ease, won outright, but we took the 3.5 points either way. And then in the late game, we had the Titans and the Packers over 53. Another game that people hated because of the weather in Green Bay. People hated the play. I got probably 40 DMs, 100 emails saying that you're an idiot, the weather, blah, 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 blah. Well, needless to say, even with the weather, it went over. So a 4-1 day last Sunday, and we plan on doing the same type of thing this Sunday. So we're actually going to give you a play right off the premium card. We're actually going to give you 2, but one of them is on the premium card. And I think you guys, again, you may not agree with it, but you just have to trust the time and the effort and the hours that we've put in on this. I would say we've probably got 5-6 hours in this game right here, breaking it down this week. I would say that's right. Probably 5-6 hours just in this one game before making this final decision. So, and to let everybody know, the NFL card will be out tonight. It will be out, by midnight tonight, so you won't have to wait until Sunday morning. You get instant access to all your plays when you purchase, so just keep that in the back of your mind. But first off, I'll tell you the game. I want to get your initial thoughts on the game or these two teams leading up to this point before we get into the play. So right now, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns. Right now, Cleveland's laying 10. What are your initial thoughts on these two teams up to this point in the season? So before this game kicks off, what are your thoughts here, just as a overall summary of these teams?
And Chase, you know how I feel about a double-digit dog in the NFL. I'm all over that, and we talked about that also. And the way Cleveland looked last week, I'm all over that. And I know Pittsburgh struggled, but their coaching staff and their players, and just to stop Juju from dancing on these logos and midfield. So
yeah. And that's something that we talked about in our rundown, is that laying double digits in the NFL is, for the most part, suicide a lot of times. But once you get past week 6 or 7, it becomes even more dangerous. And then a lot of times you don't even see double-digit favorites. It's very rare that past week 6 or 7 that you even see a lot of teams favored by double digits. It's usually when you have a team like Kansas City or that caliber of team going up against a caliber of team like the Jets or the Cowboys or the Eagles, somebody that's just playing so poorly. But what people have to realize is it doesn't matter if you're the Jets or the Giants or the Cowboys. It's the NFL. The worst of the worst are still some of the best players on the planet. Now, coaching staffs, that's where a lot of things can get fuzzy. But I'm telling you right now that even the worst of the worst in the NFL are still the best on the planet. Correct. When it comes to the sport. So that's why we say double digits can often be suicide unless you're in the right spot. In this particular situation, I feel like this is such a massive overreaction for the way that Pittsburgh has played, let's say, over the last 4 weeks. So they finally lose the game. We called it. We gave it out for free. Premium play. Washington Redskins. Prime time. Pittsburgh's going to lose. They're not going to go undefeated. And so that turns in from that first initial loss to 2 more losses right after that. So now they lose 3 games. Tomlin's pissed. The whole team's like up in arms. And then it's this massive overreaction from fans and the media and, the odds makers. Everybody saying, oh, well, it was a flash in the pan. I'm sorry. 11 straight wins in the NFL isn't a flash in the pan. You're a good football team. It was just your time. And I think, truth be told, and I think this even stems to Tomlin as well, who's a great coach, love what he does. I think he's probably I would say that he's a top 3 coach in the NFL, truth be told, and I don't think he gets near the respect that he should for what he's done there. But I think that it was such a massive they thought they were invincible. So you lose the one game, okay, we'll bounce back. You lose another one, and it's like you still don't make any changes. That's what Pittsburgh didn't do. They didn't make any changes. So then that third loss comes. Well, now going into last week, where you have what could be argued by some as one of the best, if not the best defense in the NFL as a whole, everybody said Indy's got it. Indy's going to take care of business because of their defense alone and what Pittsburgh's doing. You and I were all over Pittsburgh last week. We knew Pittsburgh should have been favored, and they took care of business. Yeah. Finally, they make changes. So why now? And granted, Cleveland's playing well. I would say Cleveland's playing the best football that they have throughout the Baker Mayfield era so far. But 10 points? Really? I mean, I don't see it. Not with Pittsburgh. Because I think that these teams are, talent-wise, they're about deadlocked even. Then you think, okay, well, where does it shift one side to the other? If you're deadlocked even talent-wise, it comes into experience. Do I think Baker Mayfield is right now a better quarterback than Big Ben? Probably. but he doesn't have the experience. He doesn't have the wisdom. He doesn't have all the things that Big Ben does. And if you look at on Cleveland, their coaching situation has been an absolute shit show for years. So we know Tomlin's got the edge there. I mean, in your opinion, looking at this game, what do you see as an accurate line that, taking into consideration everything that's already happened in the season, but not overreacting just because Pittsburgh's lost some games? What do you see? I mean, what do you see an accurate line here at? Because it's not 10 points.
If I was to break this down, again, you made a good point. Tomlin's an excellent coach. Their coaching staff will have the Steelers focused and ready not only for this game, but that playoff run.
Yep.
So
and what people also have to realize, like what you just said, this is a big rivalry. Pittsburgh and Cleveland hate each other. And you think about to last year, Myles Garrett and, the helmet and all that crap, the fight, whatever. Take that even out of the equation. These teams hate each other. This is a big rivalry. So even if both teams suck, they were awful, this game means a lot. Anytime. Preseason, this game would mean something to these players. So keep going. I just wanted people to – some people may not realize how
So if I'm breaking down the game, I wouldn't see more than 6.5, to be quite honest with you.
And even then, like you say in 6.5, even then, that's still us giving – honestly, still some overreaction to the way Pittsburgh's played.
Correct. What are you looking at the line? Where do you see it should be?
So if we're looking at it, if we're looking at it and we're focusing hard on those 3 losses, then I'm right there with you, about 6 points. But now you look at what they did, they were able to adjust. So those 3 losses that they took, they made no adjustments. So weeks 1 through 11 or 1 through 12, and those 11 straight wins, they played the exact same game, the exact same type of play, and it did well for them. They won. But then when they went out and lost, they made no adjustments for 3 weeks, and they lost playing that same style ball. Tomlin had enough. He made some adjustments in less than a week, and they came out and they took down one of the better defensive teams in all of the NFL. Knowing that Tomlin can do it, he just proved it. Truth be told, this game, in my opinion, pick 'em. We just saw last week what Tomlin can do when he knows he has to adjust. So he adjusted. Now you have it where it's like, okay, does it matter? Because they know they're playoff bound. They don't have to win this game, but it's a rivalry. He made adjustments last week for Indy. They took care of business. Now they're going out there and playing a better offensive team in Cleveland. But if they can go out there and produce offense like they did against Indy, you know they can do it against Cleveland. And Tomlin knows how to adjust. And because of this game and the rivalry and just the sheer Tomlin's getting all this flack for, people are thinking, no, they weren't what everybody thought they were. They're going to be out for blood in this game. And I truly think that this could not be more of a pick-em circumstance.
And Chase, do you know the status on Cleveland and their wide receivers?
Right now, it was still questionable. Nothing's been, set in stone yet. But the fact is, we're less than 24 hours game time. They're still listed as questionable. They're not probable.
10?
Do what? Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
So this is such a massive overreaction, I think. And I really think that the way the public perceives things so many times by watching the media, so you have something happen, you lose 3 games, whatever, and they start listening to all this stuff and they start believing it. And then when the odds makers go throw out a number like 10, it seems justified because all you heard is negativity for the last month. Last 4 weeks, all you hear is negativity about Pittsburgh. So why wouldn't a team like Cleveland that's on the up and up and Pittsburgh who's been falling down, why wouldn't it be 10 points, right? But if you actually look at the 2 teams and what they've done throughout the season, and really what's most important, what they've done in the last 7 days, this game could not be more of a deadlocked even battle. That's a rivalry at that. So 10 points, guys, here it is. This is a free premium play on the card. Take 10 points and run for the hills with it. Take 10 points all day long with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And don't wait to lay it. Lay it now.
Yes, do not wait, because I'm telling you this, closer to game time, we're going to be under 10 points. It's going to be 9, 9.5. Hell, it could be 8.5. There is going to be money coming in on Pittsburgh tomorrow within a few hours of game time. It's going to happen. They're still one of the most heavily bet teams in all of sports. That's a fact. The Pittsburgh Steelers, the Dallas Cowboys, the Los Angeles Lakers, those are teams that doesn't matter how good or bad they are always, because their fan base is so massive and global, they get money bet on them. So money's going to come in on Pittsburgh, whether it be because of the fans just want to bet it, or you actually have serious money coming in on Pittsburgh. It's going to come. So you bet this game today. Do not wait. And you want to make a secondary wager, maybe half your normal premium, you can get plus 340 on the money line. Take it. Pittsburgh is a live dog here, especially with what Jerry just mentioned. You could be seeing some very key offensive players for Cleveland out, which just shifts the favor even more so to Pittsburgh. And I'm telling you this, like you and I were talking yesterday privately, people think that Tomlin doesn't care right now because he's locked in for the playoffs. He doesn't have to win this game. They beat Indy. They were leading the NFL, for the first 12 weeks. Losing this game doesn't change what the future of this season could be. Tomlin wants this game like he's wanted any game this season.
I agree.
He wants it for himself, for his players, for the rivalry, for the record, for everything. Tomlin is going to give his all, and he's going to make sure that every damn person on that field is going to give their all, or they're not going to be taking the field.
Agreed.
So 2 plays there for you. Premium, take your 10 points with Pittsburgh and run with them. Secondary lean, take half your normal premium, take plus 340 on the money line for Pittsburgh as a 10-point double-digit dog to come in and win outright.
Take it now. It's going to change.
Right now, it is 3:45 p.m. East Coast time on Saturday. You've got less than 24 hours for game time. I'd say in the next hour or two, this video goes live. If you're watching this video right now, bet the game. I don't care even if your book has it at 9.5 by that time or 9. Take the points with Pittsburgh and then lay a secondary wager on the money line for Pittsburgh to upset Cleveland in this spot. All right, so that's really all I've got, Jerry. I think we talked about we were going to do another video for the giveaway that we're going to be doing. So
yes, we'll do that tomorrow. And also keep in mind, stay tuned. I will be giving out a futures for Liga MX, the Mexican Premier League. So stay tuned.
Awesome. All right, cool. So for this one, that's all we've got. Like I said, 50% off coupon. All you have to do when you go to the purchase page, you pick out your package. When you go to the payment page, see a section that says coupon code. The coupon code is 100% numerical, 2021. 2021, type it in. You get 50% off your total purchase. And also congrats to everybody that was on the playoff package yesterday. We had some huge prop bets that won. To start the Alabama game, a plus 350 prop cash. We cashed multiple top plays yesterday in that. So congrats to everyone that was on that package. We will be doing another one for the national championship game coming up next week, involving Alabama and Ohio State. And just because everybody knows my extreme distaste for Dabo Swinney and the shitbags that are Clemson University, go Buckeyes.
What a showing.
I don't even like Ohio State.
Yeah, and they came to play.
Yeah. So, all right, Jerry, I'll talk to you in a few minutes, guys. We love you. Go get on a 50% off coupon. Do not miss out on that. Midnight Eastern time on Sunday, no longer be valid. Use it while it's there. If you have any questions, send us an email. Get on something long-term. If you've never used us before, try a short-term. See what you think. Give us, we don't want you to come in and your first package be a year. Come in by 3 days, 7 days, something. We will show you what we're made of, and then you can become long-term. and we will take you to the promised land when it comes to actually investing in sports. But we'll have another video up about our giveaway and some other alternative forms of sports investing involving some of these babies right here that everybody keeps asking me about, and some future stuff. So anything else?
That's it. Best of luck, guys.
All right. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon.